You can't build a reputation on what you're going to do. Henry Ford. Welcome to McBain Moments. There are times when we look at the things that we want to do and we make excuses for why we haven't started doing them yet. Oh yeah, I just need to wait until next week, or I need to wait till the next paycheck, or I need to get over this little hurdle that I just haven't taken the time to take care of yet. And a lot of us go through life with these unspoken goals, or these goals that we want to have kind of formulated in our mind, but we aren't taking any action toward them. And I think it's this type of stagnation that really hurts us in our own personal development. Excuse me. And the reason I say that is when we set goals for ourselves and we look at the goal and we don't strive toward them, we're not doing something, anything to get to that goal. All we're doing is saying, okay, I know what I want, but I'm not willing to put the effort forth to get there. And I'll be honest, this is a real hard lesson to learn. This one kind of slapped me in the face, because I do have a set number of goals. Just as an example, I want to become the best fencer I can be. And I realized that I was plateauing and I wasn't changing anything. And so I thought about it for a long time, because I recently got my black scarf. About 6 months ago, I got my black scarf in the Black Tiger School. You can see the patch up there. And I was trying to figure out, okay, I earned the first cookie, for lack of a better term. When you're in the SCA, we kind of call the different awards cookies, because that's what we've striven toward. And okay, so I've made the first accomplishment. What's the next thing I need to do? Well, I need to sharpen my skills. Well, how do you do that? Generally, you practice. And so I set a goal of attending 3 practices a month on average. And if I go to an event with a tournament, or any tournament at all, that'll count as a practice, because you get more practice in any tournament than you ever do at a practice, trust me. But it still wasn't, I was still kind of plateauing, I was kind of eking up, and I was thinking about it. And so after some deep thought, I thought, you know what, something's got to change. Something has to change for me to make that next step of progress. And so did a little brainstorming, and I thought, I know what's wrong. I'm at a point now where I need to start teaching to learn what I'm doing wrong. Now, because the Black Tiger is a school, we have a methodology. It's a lot like a martial arts dojo. In fact, it's basically a cross between the way the SCA teaches people and the way a dojo teaches people. And so I needed to find someone that was interested in the school and wanted to learn the style, because it's a 1-year program. And I found that student. And sorry, there was a turkey outside and I just heard it gobble and I wasn't expecting it. And so the student has taken the cord and I'm beginning to work with her. And just in that one first lesson, I realized, yes, this is what I need to get better, because when you take on a student, you have to teach them the basics, and that forces you to slow down. And in fencing, or in any skill or vocation, oftentimes you do things by rote so often you're not seeing a mistake you're making that you make over and over that makes the whole formulation sloppy. It may not be wrong, but especially in physical skills like the martial arts, it's sloppy. Sloppy's bad. And so in fencing we kind of have an adage: slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I was not smooth. I was fast, but not smooth. And so this has forced me to slow down. And in so doing, I've noticed that even with the one, because we went sparring full speed afterward, even with the one lesson given, I noticed that my movements were smoother. Not a huge amount, but incrementally smoother. And so it occurred to me that this was the change. It was the change that I needed to make in order to become better myself. And never think that there is no person that does something like take on a student or an apprentice or is out there to help you. They might be in it to help you, and that might be their primary motivation, but they're also helping themselves whether they know it or not. And that's not wrong. That's a good thing, because it means that as they help you, they're bettering themselves. And in so doing, they can help you better. And they can help future students better. And then as your skill level starts to grow to meet theirs, you start to collaborate and you learn new things altogether, so you can then disseminate that information to your own students and to their future students. And it was kind of a revelation, because I'm working on something new for my students and for other Black Tigers, and I did a piece of content for it, and I sent it to my student. I said, hey, I'm not sure how I feel about this. What's your opinion? And it wasn't badly done, but it needs work. So I'm going to do the piece of content over. But just having that ability to, say, hey, look, this is the piece of content. This is something that's relevant to your training. How does it look for not only yourself but the future? And being able to review that was really eye-opening. And so I'm looking forward to the future. I'm looking forward to seeing my skills grow. I'm looking forward to seeing the students' skills grow. Because that's how you build a reputation. By growing your skills, by going out there and doing things, by teaching people. Teach people something that you're really good at, or you're getting good at. Teach the people that aren't as good as you. Or teach someone who is in your skill level something that you're good at but they're not. And then ask them to teach you something that they're good at but you're not. In the end, if you don't like how things are, change it. You're not a tree. Words by Jim Rohn. I really need to look him up. I don't remember what his significance is, but I know that he is a significant figure. I think he's historical, like 17 or 1800s. So, that's what I'm going to leave you with today. Take a look in the mirror. Decide what you need to do to grow. What do you need to change? What goals do you need to set? And then take that first step. Because if you don't take the first step, you're never going to go. This has been a McBain moment.